damage is not too bad. As long as the foundations are still strong, we can rebuild this place. It will become a haven for all peoples and aliens of the universe. Now those foundations are gone. Sorry.
Oh, come on, really? Really? Fuck you. I'm sick and tired of people praising Thor Ragnarok. Okay. Don't get me wrong. Thor Ragnarok is a great film. It's a good movie. Okay? It's a good movie. Okay? It's just Thor Ragnarok is nowhere near. It's a good movie. I don't know if I call it great. I say great, but it's good. I can sit down, I can watch it. There's that. It's not really the best. It's not really great. I wouldn't even call it the best Thor film. Okay? People look at Thor Ragnarok, talk about how it's wonderful, all this. Yet, they refuse to look at the flaws, and it definitely has some flaws. People didn't like Thor: The Dark World because it took itself too seriously. I like Thor: The Dark World the same, maybe more than Thor Ragnarok. I'm not saying this to be controversial, but it's true. Thor Ragnarok wasn't that great. It's a good movie. You can love it, but I don't know why people just look past and just ignore it. People are either afraid to criticize this new Thor, or it's not. My problem, the new Thor movie, it really, I don't know. Hold on, I'll get to it. It has too many jokes. It doesn't know when to slow down, when to take itself seriously. I'll explain. There's nothing wrong with comedies, okay? I like comedies. I love comedies. But sit down and just think for a moment. The best comedies, like the ones you remember the most, the ones you sit down, you can watch over and over again, they have heart. You sit down, they have moments where it takes itself seriously. Okay? Guardians of the Galaxy, it has the first one, James Gunn. Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm going to talk about those because that's what influenced Thor Ragnarok. That's what people go, well, Guardians of the Galaxy was comedy. Why don't you like Thor Ragnarok the same way? Why don't you get onto Guardians of the Galaxy like that? It had serious moments. Remember the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy? With Peter Quill and his mother? Remember how it ended with the final battle? And the whole battle, yes, it had a dance-off, haha, funny. But it really ended with him holding the Power Stone and him reaching out towards his mom, towards his dying mother, and finally accepting and grabbing her hand. It was a moment where it took itself seriously. The moment where everyone, the Nova Corps was basically decimated, that was played a little seriously. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 took it a little bit further. Yes, it was really ridiculous. I mean, Ego the Living Planet, it's a planet, basically a brain in the center. Baby Groot had a whole lot of funny moments. But that had a lot of serious moments as well. Do you not remember the entire Yondu's death? Him dying in the funeral. That whole thing was done pretty seriously. It was, yes, it's a comedy film, but it has its serious moments. The best comedy films, in my opinion, yes, they're funny, they make you laugh, but they know when to slow down, and they know when to take a moment seriously. Okay? Thor Ragnarok doesn't have that moment. There were some moments where it's just, they were kind of forcing a joke in there, but I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. Like, whenever Thor had the ball, and he's like, because that's what heroes do. When he threw the ball, and that's what heroes do, boom, when you fall down. Like, I just kind of rolled my eye, made a lot of people laugh. Okay, whatever. Like, that, I just don't see that as a exact moment for a joke. There's a lot of moments where there are a lot of jokes where I sit down and I like the joke works, it's good timing, yada yada yada, but there's like moments where it's not good. The scene in the elevator was, I think, a perfectly done scene. They sat down, they had a little conversation, it started to get a little serious, and then the joke there, but the joke worked, it didn't ruin the scene or anything. The problem with Thor Ragnarok, I'm going to explain, it really shines in one specific scene. And it's during the destruction of Asgard. The problem with Thor is, while Thor, the Dark World may have taken itself too seriously, maybe too scared to go any ridiculous, Thor Ragnarok went too far in the other direction. It's not a comedy anymore. It's a parody. No serious moments at all. It's literally a parody. Think about parody movies. That's what this looks like. And this scene describes it. While other scenes, it doesn't really hurt the movie too bad. I kept watching. I didn't. This one scene, I don't know. It just kind of pisses me off.
The damage is not too bad. As long as the foundations are still strong, we can rebuild this place. It will become a haven for all peoples and aliens of the universe.
The serious moment, right here, a little bit serious, but then...
Now those foundations are gone. Sorry.
What the fuck? Really? Played off as a little joke? Really? You get a quick glance, they're all sad, and Korg is just like, oh, the foundation's gone. Sorry, the Korg comment pisses me off.
You saved us from extinction. Asgard is not a place. It's a people.
Yes, I do understand it could have been much worse. Yes, I know there's like some hint of a serious moment in there, but I'm sorry, this scene shows what's wrong with Thor Ragnarok. This scene, there didn't need to be a joke there. And even in a comedy, there didn't need to be a joke there. Yes, I understand Korg is that kind of character. Yes, I understand Asgard's a people, not a place. Why would they mourn for so long? I understand that. Yes. There's a lot. I understand. I hear it all the time. Asgard's a people. Why would they be sad about that? Okay. Well, your family is okay. But your home is destroyed. No, screw with that. You have your family, but your Earth is gone. You're just on a space floating around out of nowhere. Okay? Are you just gonna be, oh well, at least got my family, hunky-dory? No. You're gonna be like, I just lost my planet. Like, you'd be sad if you lost a home. A fire engulfs your home. People are sad, they're crying. Yes, they got their pet and family, they're sad. Earthquake destroys their homes. They're sad. A flood happens. They're sad. Alright? You're not gonna go up there and just go, oh well, you survived, so why are you so sad? No, that's just, you're just being an asshole. You're trying to justify it. It's not a good moment. Korg, it probably would have been better for Korg just to go, oh, and just, it have been silent. Just take that Korg. Yes, I don't mind the beginning. But as soon as it's destroyed, don't go off with a joke. It's destroyed. Go to Thor going, what have I done? Go to a Heimdall trying to comfort him. Show more of the people being sad. Not just a little scene. Because right after this, they just go straight to, well, Thor's king now, and he just does an awkward little wave in the back. And then, for a ha-ha moment, Thanos shit. No, it's not a oh shit moment, it's a ha-ha moment. People were laughing in the theater, not doing what probably should be happening. People going, oh shit, that's Thanos. Okay? That's the problem. There is nothing serious. You sit back, oh, destruction of Asgard, let me laugh at that. Oh, Thanos is here about to destroy the entire ship, let me laugh at that too. No. When you have no emotional investment, there's a problem. Yes, Thor Dark World did take itself too seriously. But you can't sit there and talk about how great Thor Ragnarok is. It went too far in the other direction. Okay? It's being praised how it's so much better. The best Thor movie. No, it's far from the best Thor movie. It's far from the best Thor can be. There's a lot of problems. You don't get Thor reacting to the Warriors 3 dying. He gets more emotion from losing his hammer than his father. And even then, it's not really that much. It's mostly played for laughs when he's trying to grab the hammer. It's almost like you had an emotional, intimate relation to blah, 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 blah. There's like no comedy. There's no serious moments. Nothing but comedy. It's went from a comedy movie to a parody. Parodies, there's no serious moment. It's just funny after funny after funny after funny. Comedies, there's a lot of funny, but every once in a while you get a serious moment. That's the problem with Thor Ragnarok. That's the problem I have with it. No, it's not because it's funny. It's not because it's a comedy. Okay, I like funny haha movies. I like the Lego Movie. I like the Lego Movie 2. But even they knew they had to have some moment where it's a bit serious. It worked in the context of the world, yes, but it was serious. In the Lego Movie, the relationship between the boy and his father. The Lego Movie 2, the relationship between the boy and his sister. This is the Lego Movie. When the Lego Movie is more serious and has more serious moments than a movie about the destruction of an entire race's home, an entire planet, asteroid, whatever you want to call it. The entire planet's gone. Their home's gone. A movie about the destruction of their planet is less serious than a fucking Lego movie. There's a problem. Yes, I said the same thing with Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel had issues, but people are willing to point that out. People are pointing it out. People are talking about it. I don't see anyone talking about the problem with Thor Ragnarok. Okay? Thor, I didn't really like Thor Ragnarok that much. It's a good movie. I'll sit down and I'll watch it. I'll enjoy it. But I would not call it better than The Dark World. I wouldn't call it better than the original Thor. The original Thor is probably the best out of it. Thor The Dark World's pretty good. I enjoy it. Yes, it's too serious, but come on. Thor Ragnarok is not better just because it's too funny. That's just you having a personal preference. You sit down, you'd rather have nothing but jokes than have a super serious movie. Okay, that's your preference. You can't sit down and say it's the greatest movie, it's the best movie, it's perfect. Oh, that scene where they're joking, where they made Asgard being destroyed into a joke and they, move on it for real quick. And it's like nothing. Oh, that's okay. Okay. Because if they mourned about it, it would ruin the message of the movie. No, that's, again, you're trying to justify it. I understand why people don't like movies that I like, okay? I'll sit here. I like Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. I understand why people don't. I understand why people don't. Okay? I like Iron Man 3. I understand why people don't. I like Thor The Dark World. I've said it before. I understand why people don't. Okay? I understand why these movies are not liked by some people. I understand why movies like even The Phantom Menace are hated. I understand that. I understand that they're not the best movies. I understand that they have flaws. I can say that, but I really don't see anyone saying that about Thor Ragnarok. That's just my problem. I don't see anyone saying. People have started to talk about problems in Black Panther. I'm probably not going to make a Black Panther movie. It's way too late. People have already torn that movie to pieces with its flaws. And I'm probably going to be marked as a racist for pointing out that it's a good movie, but it's not the best. I may talk about some things I would have changed, because honestly, it was this close to being a really great movie. It's just a few things I would have changed. And honestly, if there was a direction I was hoping it would go based on basically what I saw in Civil War, it was different from the comics, and I understand that. I know how it was in the comics. I know how it was in the Avengers cartoon movie and all the other stuff. But there was just a direction that I thought was hinted at that I liked, that they didn't go for it. That honestly would have fit the theme of the movie better than what they went with. Okay? But Thor Ragnarok, people are tearing down Captain Marvel. Yes, there's people afraid to, but at least there's people tearing it down. Black Panther, there's people tearing it down. Yes, there's people afraid to. Yes, there's people who's going to defend it, call you racist, sexist, whatever. But it's being torn to pieces. Thor Ragnarok, no one's really touched. People are still going back to it as a great example, a great shining piece on how Marvel fixed Thor. And I'm sorry, it's not as great of a movie as it's being made out to be. Black Panther should not have won an award. Yes, people talk about, oh, that's great, but man, there were some pretty big flaws in that movie. Yeah, people are starting to see that now. Captain Marvel, oh, there's definitely some flaws in that movie. Of course, yeah. People are even talking about how Iron Man has flaws. The original Iron Man movie, the original movie started off. Okay. There's flaws being pointed out in all the movies, and almost no one. There are a couple, but almost no one talking about the flaws in Ragnarok. Okay, it's a good movie, but it's closer to a parody than I would say a comedy. It's not the best. It has issues. And unless there's someone next to Waititi, the director of Thor Ragnarok, if I know people want him to make another Thor movie, I understand that. But unless there's people next to him saying, you need to rein it in a little bit, you need some hint of seriousness in this movie, then honestly, I don't. James Gunn is probably, I'm glad James Gunn is getting Thor, because from what he's done, what we've seen him do, he can take Thor and make him funny, yet have serious moments. I think the Russos have done a pretty good job at fixing. Yes, Russos fixed what the Infinity War and Endgame fixed what Ragnarok messed up. It took the Thor and made it better. He was serious. They took that scene. Yes, Thor was joking a little bit, but it was still a really serious moment. And Infinity War was a pretty serious film, honestly. But I wasn't asking for Ragnarok to be serious throughout the entire movie. No. I like Guardians of the Galaxy and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I like Lego Movie and the Lego Movie, the second part. They're not serious throughout the entire thing. In fact, they have a lot of jokes in them. I would hold all 4 of those movies above Ragnarok, because at least they know that you have to have heart in a film, a moment where you, as a viewer, care about what the characters are going through. If the main character doesn't grieve or doesn't have anything serious going on, looks at a moment and just a few minutes later it's okay. Well, why should the viewer? If something that should be cared about is just taken as a joke, well then why should we care about it in the first place? We should care. We should. I understand the message of the movie, but come on, you should care that Asgard was destroyed. It's not like people care about their home being burned down. Well, it's not just a home being burned down. Again, it's the entire planet. It's they're refugees, and isn't the whole thing you need to care about refugees? About what happened to them? Shouldn't you care that we should be caring that their original home's being destroyed? Yet, oh, why should we care about Asgard? I mean, it's just a little bit of a serious moment, please. Just a little bit of a serious moment. That's what I'm asking. I don't care if it's a serious film or not. Some of the comedies, there are some comedies that can have moments that are more serious than a movie that's supposed to be serious, like Batman v Superman. Batman v Superman is a very bad movie. It's dark, it's serious, it tries to be serious, it tries to be dark, but it's not a good movie. It doesn't work. It's because it's too dark. It doesn't have any moment of levity at all. When you don't have moments of levity, it makes the dark moments just blah. And in the comedies, if you don't have any dark moments, it makes the comedy just there. It's a contrast. You have a really big joke, and in the serious moment, it's even more serious. When you have moments of levity, the serious moments are worse. In comedies, that's just how it is. I don't know, there's something about the contrast that really works. When you don't have contrast, when it's just all one plain line throughout the entire movie, it just doesn't work for me. There's a little line. Oh, that's just on my screen. Okay. That's it. There needs to be a contrast. I've talked long enough. There's just a little bit of a ramble. Thor Ragnarok has problems. Someone needs to point them out. There's gonna get one view, I'll bet. Oh, at least I got this out there.